Sagittarius, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. So I'm changing up the readings a little bit, and so I'm going to start with a channeled message. And then I'm going to get into the tarot, and we'll see what comes out there. All right, so thank you all for the likes, the shares, the loves, and subscribes. I am truly honored and humbled to be able to do this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to invite you all to the description box below. If you are interested in personal reading, you can find out how to do that in the description box below. If you are interested in any of my blogs or anything along those lines, please check out the website. Or if you'd like some free guidance, all your own, please join us for the Facebook Live events. You can find a link to the page, again, in the description box below. If you'd like to support the page, in the description box below. All right, so what I have for you, Sagittarius, is joy. This is the first word that popped into my head. There's a need to accept and allow joy into your life so that you are able to exude joy. I'm hearing empty vessel. So there's a sense of emptiness, and emptiness is both beautiful and scary. It's beautiful because you can choose to fill it with like joy, or it's scary because you do feel empty. There are moments in people's lives where they don't know exactly where to go or how to proceed forward because they feel empty. But that emptiness is there as a guiding post. So, joy is your message. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Thank you. Please show me the past. What is the past for my beautiful Sagittarians? What is the past? What is the past? Ooh. We have the Chariot. It did try to flip upside down, but it didn't make it. What is the present? The Three of Wands. What is the challenge? That is too many. We have the Star, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Don't know what you're waiting on. What is the present? The challenge is the Tower. I did say present. Okay. What is the guidance? We have the Knight of Coins and the Six of Coins. What is the potential? I heard working on balance. We have the Knight of Swords. News coming in. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. There's a sense here of feeling trapped. A thought of being trapped, an inability to make a decision to move forward because you feel trapped. Now, there are choices and options in every moment and second we live. So I do feel that there's something here that needs to be seen. It's a fear, and I do think that as soon as you speak it, it will dissipate. But that means being vulnerable. That vulnerability can be very difficult. There's a sense here of needing to find the transparency, the thinning of the veil, the ability to see through. The ability to see through how fear-based this being trapped is, okay? So seeing through the fear, sorry. So let's look at this Chariot in the past. So there was a sense of things going forward victoriously. There was balance. I heard sort of. There was this, it could have gone either way type of feeling. But there was victory here. There was triumph here. There was moving forward here. It's just that now that you achieve that, I don't think you really understand where it is that you are exactly. So there might need to be a place where you pull back and check in. We're going to go ahead and get into it. So please clarify the Chariot. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, these cards, sometimes they sound like they flip and then they don't, or they didn't. Thank you. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. So there was something really risky here in this decision, in taking this opportunity, and I feel like this is an overcoming of internal conflict, of gossip, of external conflict, of feeling beaten down. And in taking this opportunity really brought you into balance and allowed you to overcome this. This felt very much like being plucked out of the dirt, dusted off, and you discover that you won, right? That's what that feels like. It was risky. You had to take a risk, but you did it and it paid off. So or you're waiting for it to pay off. So let's look at this 3 of Wands. Please clarify the 3 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. The Devil. Yep, Saturnian energy here. One more. And the 6 of Cups in reverse. hearing unchained. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. There's a sense here of not seeing the forest through the trees, so to speak. So the Devil card for me as a reader is a lot like the Lover's card. There's a choice to be made here. This one has a lot to do with material aspects, very earthly aspects, could potentially be toxic or overdone aspects. And this is all about looking forward into this Ace of Cups, into this self-love, into this peace, into this gift from the divine. And it feels like actually pulling it down and grounding it and seeing the toxic patterns in the past that blocked this feeling of love, right? This card in the Four of Cups, you took this Ace of Cups, and it's almost like you took this Ace of Cups and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. It is so that you can overcome the past hurts, so that you can be unchained from it. Let's look at the Tower as the challenge. We have the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so there was, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So there was a sense here of a lot of emotional manipulation. And I do believe that this Tower moment isn't like the whole world came crashing down and you lost everything. Could be. I feel that it's more of a enlightenment, a recognition of whatever this deceit was. And I do feel like this Seven of Swords is looking back at this Hermit card. So I feel that there's this aspect of, for some of you, I feel that it's like allowing people to lie to you. For a lot of you, this feels very much like staying someplace, like sitting in the rubble, looking at enlightenment. And what the truth in this is that I drink tea every night, and it's kind of this thing with my fiance and I where we choose the tea bag because it has little sayings on it. And one of the sayings that he got last night was, the light comes from the light, not the lantern. So there's this enlightenment, right? There's this idea, there's an, you don't want to see it. That's the challenge. You don't want to see why you're still sitting there. You don't want to see how you can be free. It does feel like self-deception. Now, we do have the King of Cups here in reverse, so there could be an aspect of emotional manipulation and potentially not seeing the damage done by someone or that you've done in some way or another. But there's this like this lack of study. Like I feel like someone patting me on the shoulder saying, it's okay. But is it okay? Right? So, is it okay? Let's look at this Knight of Coins and the Six of Coins. So there's an aspect here of putting in the due diligence to bring in balance in a very material way. Please clarify. Thank you. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in the upright. And the King of Wands in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. I knew the Two of Cups was going to be here. So, there is security. There is stability. There is healing. There's support. I'm hearing there's acknowledgement. There is this King of Wands in reverse does worry me a little bit. There's this aspect here of the King of Wands in reverse, someone who can be physically abusive, very jealous, overly possessive, there's a sense of anger issues that come with that. I feel that these steps need to be taken with due diligence, and that there is a connection here that is trying to balance these scales. There's an old saying in the yogic traditions of or Buddhic, I'm terrible at which theology my information comes from, because I've been reading my whole life and I don't quote things very accurately, despite the fact I get the gist of it. So there's this work, there's this sense of home But we have a lot of pentacles here. If you are swimming and you feel that you're getting overwhelmed by the water, you can focus on the dryness of the air. If you are too grounded, you need to focus on the wetness of the water. There's a lot of focus on one particular thing here, and I do feel that the work in overcoming this grief and this anger is going to bring in long-term stability of this jealousy. Like I said, there's a sense here of seeing something really one-sided and staying stuck there. There's small steps to get out of it, and they're relatively easy. So this is just a sense of putting in the effort into this connection. All right, so let's look at the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Thank you. The Two of Swords. And the Star. That's bottom of the deck. We have the Princess of Cups. Okay, in reverse. So there's going to be a message, some sort of offer that comes in that is completely emotionless. Now we have two cards here about wish fulfillment, with the Two of Swords right in between them. Whatever this decision is, this action, this movement, it has to do with ego and instant gratification. And genuine healing and a true heartfelt wish. Okay. To pull a Mystic Sister Oracle card. We have Urania. And we're going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card. The final message for my beautiful Sagittarians. Woo. Down to the floor. Okay. We have Chameleon Spirit number 14, act as if. It did come out in reverse. Sorry, I let Netflix launch her. So we'll read the protection message on that. Alright. Urania, philosophy, knowledge, intelligence. Urania is the ancient Greek muse of astronomy. Her energy is directed toward endless expansion of the mind. She represents the enthusiastic and dedicated student with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. When we take the opportunity to expand our knowledge of any particular subject, an interconnectedness of all truths can be recognized. When drawn, Urania encourages you to travel in your mind, imagine other possibilities, and playfully philosophize about alternative reality maps. She encourages furthering education or using the knowledge you've already obtained to its fullest potential. Okay, my dog is doing something, so I have to pause. I'll be right back. Hi, sorry about that. Okay, and Chameleon Spirit, number 14. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you've tuned into challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a time out is the answer to this temporary dilemma. Yeah, I understand that this information is really rattling, or has really rattled you and made you feel stuck. But there is the question of, is this mine to deal with? Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful. Oh, I didn't read Urania, did I? Let me see. I think I did. Yes. Okay. You were given this knowledge for a reason, and it was to make the right decisions. So, not to break you down. I do hope this was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. Sorry the ending was so weird. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye.